Hello everyone. So I start this video with a statement. Most of the Indian warehouses operate at a space utilization efficiency of 60% or lesser. Yes, you heard it right. Shocking, isn't it? But that is a hard truth. So today we are going to discuss about a technique, or you can call it as a methodology, which is going to ensure the warehouses are utilized to the full. So how do you measure whether the warehouse space is utilized to the full? There is a matrix called cubic space utilization. So how do we arrive at it is pretty simple. We consider the warehouse as a cube. So you consider the floor area and the height. Similar way, all the products you are storing also is considered into the cubic form, and when you put the ratio, it gives you what is the percentage your warehouse is occupied, right? So to efficiently utilize your space, the technique which is used is called the concepting. It is also called as slotting. Okay, there could be some other terms relevant to some specific ERPs will be there, but these are the two standard ways of calling this, concepting or slotting. Okay, so instead of taking a very complex example and explaining what is a concepting or a slotting, I am going to just ask you to just walk down to your kitchen, right, and just see how your mom or dad has maintained the kitchen, how he or she is storing the different products in the kitchen. So if you just go there, you will see you just stand near to the gas stove and just have a look at the kitchen, the different types of cupboards there are, the different types of boxes there are so many, isn't it? To pick a few specific examples, just look at how the spices are stored. Most probably they would have kept right above at your eye level and in very small containers, isn't it? And all kept all the spices and probably the different masala powders all in small boxes in a small rack in a small containers, isn't it? Similar way, just look for where the rice or dal is being stored. Most probably it would be kept down and it would have been stored in very big containers, that is 5 kg or above. Similar way, look for atta. If you use atta more, then there is going to be a big container which is going to have an atta, and then probably a designated place for your LPG cylinders, right? So if you see the kitchen, it is well organized, it is a modular kitchen, you have different types of containers, right? So have you ever thought, why didn't your mom or dad has stored all those spices in big containers? Or contradictorily, why didn't he or she stored those rice or dal in very small containers? Okay, if you go out and ask, so if I go and ask my mom, so at my home my mom cooks, so if I'm asking her, mom, why didn't you store this, then she is going to give me this answer: no son, I basis the consumption, right? This is what is needed, right? So that's the first one, is basis the usage. She is actually arriving at how much do I have to store, right? Number one, how much I have to store. That's the first answer. And second thing, if I'm asking her, why didn't you keep these rice and dal in a top shelf, the answer is going to be all these are heavy items and I am storing it down, so you no need to lift it up, right? And so basically what is happening there is, the first and foremost thing, she is arriving at how much has to be stored in the kitchen, number one. After that has been decided, the second point is to accommodate that, what is the right size of container is needed, okay? And third and very, very crucial thing, what is the right size rack to keep these? Think about in a kitchen, you have all the small boxes for spices. If your shelf is designed this much big and you are going to keep all this, you are going to lose a lot of space, so that there are three things: the right quantity, right the container to store that quantity, and then a right rack or a shelf to keep these containers. Now within the warehouse, in a concepting or slotting, the same thing applies. So what happens in a slotting is, first and foremost thing, we estimate what is the right quantity of each product to be stored, which is called the RSQ, or recommended storage quantity, number one. Once you arrive the recommended storage quantity for each product, you are going to decide what is the right size containers for it. Okay, those are called the bins, or it could be on contents, or it could be a different customized storage container to suit exactly your product. Now third and very important thing, now how well I'm going to keep this into a rack or a shelf. So right storage quantity, right containers to suit that quantity, and the third crucial the crucial point is the right storage type to suit those containers. I think these are the three things which is very crucial for space optimization. So the concepting or the slotting tool, what it does, it picks up all the information related to the storage type, storage containers. It picks all the information related to the part or the product. When I say all the information, it is the length, width, height, and the dimensions. These are the crucial ones. And then this tool helps you to rightly match these two in such a way that you get the highest possible optimization within your warehouse. Okay, so this is what it does. In this, I'm going to tell now. We started by saying most of the Indian warehouses operate at a space utilization efficiency of less than 60%. The contributor to is the point number 3. Why these warehouses get into this situation is, if you directly go to the rack manufacturer or a provider and then ask him to just come and put in the racks, the crucial portion of the design is missed. And what will happen, the manufacturer or the rack provider is going to do a good job of giving all the standard the storage types, but that may not suit your product and your containers, leading to upfront a loss of 20 to 30% of space. Okay, so with that, I'm closing this video. Feel free to write back to me if you need to know more in terms of what kind of softwares are available. Do we really need a software for concepting and slotting? I do have only 100 parts. Do I need a software? Can I do it on my own? If you have any questions like that, feel free to write back to me. So I would be glad to respond back to you on those clarifications. So thank you for watching.